Hello ladies and gentlemen, fellow traders. Today is Saturday, 11th of July 2020 and the time is 11:37 a.m. Welcome to our BBMA weekly analysis for the trading week of 13th to 17th of July 2020. Let's get started. As usual, we review our setup SOP. Nothing have changed. We still use 4 time frame, entry and exit in H4, trade 1% risk per trade, maximum 5 trade running at the same time, and we use TradingView for our automation. Let's review last week trade. Last week, the 4th of July, our growth was minus 1.68%. That was dropped from the 3.72% the previous week. We have a lot of stop out last week because the price action was very unpredictable and reversed in middle of the week. We also have a lot of miss entry for our trade plan. Let's go into this week trade. We start by analyzing DXY for USD currency index guidance. In weekly time frame, we can see DXY is at our re-entry buy zone. We expect it to make at least a small reversal to the re-entry sell zone if it continue to go down, or it's gonna continue to go up. In daily time frame, in daily, we can see that currently the price is making a extreme buy. This is a EMA get out of the low BB and it make a reverse candle. However, this reverse candle is not very strong because it doesn't engulf the previous bearish candle. And also in this candle, this BMA pattern formation, usually if the reversal does not happen, we're gonna see big drop in the daily time frame for the XY as the EMA 50 come back into the BB. On H4, we can see it's making a extreme buy, CSAK, and PTPW here, CSAK, and then re-entry buy. Okay, so there is a good buy setup for the XY in a shorter time frame, but the daily time frame have not show us a very good buy indication. And on H1, we can see it's currently at re-entry sell after making a extreme buy. Okay, so the first currency we want to look at is Euro USD. Euro USD. So Euro USD in weekly time frame, we can see price is at our sell zone. This is in correlation with our analysis for the XY. If the XY is strong, Euro USD is a sell. So price now is at the re-entry sell zone after the extreme sell. Okay, and then on daily we can see that price is also making a extreme sell here. Like I said, this one is still not very strong yet because there's no engulf pattern on daily, and it's almost the same thing that we see in DXY. EMA 50 went out of the BB and it come back, so this might make either a bigger push upward, a very big push, or a reversal pattern, small reversal pattern like this. And we can see on H4 we have engulfing pattern, but H4 engulfing pattern will not be as strong as the daily, and in H4 we can see a re-entry sell. So to confirm this, we need to check our H1 if we have a CSM sell or not. As you can see here, there was a CSM sell over here. However, as this CSM sell has been cancelled by this CSM buy. So what we need to do is we need to see this the candle close below the low BB, something like this. Okay, we need to see this happening in Euro USD before we can do our sell. Okay, Next pair, we want to look at, okay, sorry. So for Euro USD, what we're gonna do is we need to set our alert. Okay, we need to set our alert. Okay, let me remove this alert. What happened here? I think the server having issue again. So we set our alert CSM cell at H1. Okay, so that will be our first alert for the week. Okay, next pair, let's look at AUD USD. AUD USD also relate to how to say USD currency index. So in weekly, AUD USD is in our sell zone, and on daily we can see it's making a extreme sell, and on H4 there is a engulf pattern, and currently price it at our re-entry sell zone over here. Actually it's in the middle, but we can take it as a, we can put our entry start from here to the top BB. Okay, and we want to confirm in H1 if we see a CSM sell. Yes, in AUD USD we have our CSM sell here, it's still valid. So does this CSM sell. Okay, so for AUD USD we can do our entry at our H4 sell zone, start from here, or if you're willing to take more risk, you can start from EMA 50. Your stop loss will be somewhere up here. I will stack above the highest candle, and then your TP will be at the weekly sell zone, which is here. So if we look at that in terms of risk reward, we will see that we have a very good, sorry, supposed to be a short. So we can see that our risk will be about 60 pip, 65 pip, and then our TP will be around 100 pip. Okay, so this is a very good trade if you can catch it next week. Okay, next pair, NZD USD. We start from weekly time frame. In weekly, it's the same as AUD USD at re-entry sell zone, and then on our daily, we can see that it's also making a extreme sell. Okay, extreme sell here on H4. Okay, H4 is a re-entry sell, extreme, engulf, CSK, then re-entry sell, right? Okay, and in H1 we want to check if our CSM sell is valid. In this case our CSM sell is here, but here we have our extreme sell. So in this situation it could be very tricky. Extreme sell is a sell setup, CSM sell is also a sell setup. So you have two options here. If you want to instant entry, it's okay, but I recommend that we wait for CSM sell to happen again before we re-entry for a lower risk entry, because if you see here, when the EMA 50 does something like this, it will usually make a big jump upward. So it's best to be more conservative and wait for the CSM sell to happen on H1 before to have it as our entry confirmation. Okay, CSM sell at H1. Candle close below the candle make a close below the low BB, and we can do our entry on H4, which is in this zone. Okay, so NZD USD is a sell, but wait for CSM sell at H1. So we can set alert NZD USD. Our signal will be CSM sell. It's okay to lose a few pips, but it's more important that we have a higher probability trade. And as you can see here, this is quite a good trade because we are rejecting the higher time frame resistance zone or support zone. Okay, let's go to the next pair. Next pair will be GBP JPY. GBP JPY. For GBP JPY in weekly time frame, we are already at our re-entry sell zone over here. We touch the zone, re-entry sell zone, and we reject it last week. And if you look at daily time frame, we're having a MHV sell like so. Okay, then price retest the buy zone and come back to the re-entry sell zone again. On H4, we can see we are at re-entry sell, so we want to confirm that this indeed will be a downward movement, and we can see that yes, we have a CSM sell and we don't have a CSM buy here. So GBP JPY, what we can do is we can entry our sell at this sell zone. If you want higher risk, you can take it until EMA 50, but it's recommended that you take from the current price upward, because it might move up a little bit to do liquidity grab on Monday before you continue to go down. So GBP JPY is an instant sell, okay, and your stop loss will be above this candle, which is 135.95, something like that, and your TP of course is at the low, MA low of weekly, which is 132.5. okay, again, if you look at H4 and do the risk reward thing, you can see that this is a very profitable trade if you follow through. Okay, you have a 2.65 risk to reward, which your stop loss is about 95 pips, and your TP is 250 pips. So for GBP JPY, this is normal. So manage your lot size when you trade GBP JPY. Okay, next pair is gold. Gold has been really tough to trade for the past months or so. Let's look at the monthly. We can see gold is still making a momentum buy, continuously making a momentum buy, and on weekly it start to make a MHV sell. Okay, again, we try to sell gold. We are not saying we're selling, but we try to sell, and daily is MHV sell. H4 is CSAK sell, right? Extreme, TPW, MHV, CSAK sell, and on H1 we have CSM sell. Okay, so for gold, actually, based on our criteria, we can enter ourselves from the mid BB to the top BB here, and our stop loss will be up here above this highest high. So if we break here, mean it's going to continue to go up. And again, if we do that, if we look at our weekly, oh my god, so weekly TP will be around here 1740, and if you do the risk reward thing, your risk reward will be 4.1 risk to reward to risk. and your stop will be 16 pip and your TP will be 56 pip. So manage your lot size. The stop loss is pretty big, and so does the TP. Make sure you manage your lot size even more than GBP JPY. Okay. Next pair is CAD CHF. We have not traded this pair for a very long time. I can't remember when was the last time we trading it. On weekly time frame, we can see that the price is at the re-entry buy zone. On daily, it's also re-entry buy. On H4, it's a re-entry sell, and on H1, it's basically a re-entry sell after, I mean CSAK, because this is extreme, TPW, and then straight away CSAK. So it probably gonna make another down before it can go up. So really nothing we can do for CAD CHF for now. It's not bad, but this is the time we use our automation to help us in our trading. We look for CSM buy. Okay, then I put some note at H1 and also check MA50. So for CAD CHF, we need to wait for this candle to close above the top BB, and if we see a engulfing pattern in D1, that will be the best time to entry. Okay, so we set alert for CAD CHF. Okay, so basically that is the 6 pair that we have for this week. We are not trading the XY, we just analyze it for direction of currency, USD currency. Okay, so this is our trade plan. For Euro USD, we're going to sell. AUD USD, we're going to sell. NU, we're going to sell. GJ, we're going to sell. Gold, we're going to sell. And also, then CAD CHF, we're going to buy. Okay, so this is our trade plan for next week. We have a couple of instant entry, and we also have our alert set and arm ready for next week. So I wish you all profitable trading week next week, and stay safe till we meet again next week. Bye bye.